Geminis, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is the January 2019, first half of January 2019 reading. For those of you whom are new, what I do is I do personal readings that explain the energies available to you, how you can work with those energies to climb into the highest, best path for your highest, best good. I film your video reading according to your sun sign, your horoscope sign, and according to your concerns and or worries that you are writing me about. Then you can download the video reading representing 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly energies to stay in touch with throughout your journey. So you can have access to the Google Drive and your video there. It's important to download them so, you know, it doesn't get taken off the list after the 30 days that I mentioned in the window below, the price list below. Okay, so for the particular Gemini that I'm reading for this general reading, for those of you whom it applies to, thank you so very much for letting me know that these are your energies and or were your readings. That really helps me a lot. When I look at my first Lenormand spread, the energies that this Gemini has had up until today, when you watch the video, this Gemini is wanting to move into a new direction, a new path of sorts. But in their thoughts, they're feeling anchored to their current location, their current circumstances. This particular Gemini is thinking about their home environment, their lifestyle, maybe even their business. And they are carrying the energies of the snake, trying to figure out the truth. Are you being completely honest with someone, Gemini? Are they being completely honest with you? In your thoughts position, we do have the mice representing anxiety for this particular Gemini, because they want to learn more information. They don't have all the information that they have wanted to know about. This particular Gemini is waiting for more knowledge, waiting for hopefully a reason to celebrate, because they've been thinking about this attention, this recognition, but they can't seem to figure out which direction they are actually heading, right? This Gemini is saying, am I going to make a mistake? Have I made a mistake when it comes to a partnership, a contract, a business, another person? When it comes to a commitment or partnership, financially or personally. All right, so in the beginning of January 2019, this particular Gemini, again, is carrying energies or is involved in a situation where somebody's not being completely truthful. And this particular Gemini is trying to figure out, am I devoted to this dishonesty? Is somebody being honest with me? Okay, now in the first week and a half or so of January 2019, this Gemini is feeling very anxious about a leadership position, someone who's in a leadership position. It may even be that they're anxious about being caring, loving, giving, and supportive with and to another, because they're fearful that someone isn't being completely honest. So this particular Gemini in the first 2 weeks of January 2019 knows what they are hoping, wishing, and praying to manifest. And in their thoughts, they're thinking about saying goodbye to either a very caring, loving, giving energy or someone who was in a leadership position, maybe even letting go of a leadership position. But this Gemini is feeling anxious because maybe they haven't devoted themselves completely to a new direction. Yes, by mid-January 2019, we have this Gemini still researching with the book, trying to figure out, how do I end one chapter and create a new chapter? How do I just create the new chapter, because now I know what I'm wishing for and I'm ready to sweep away from an ending. Now, I feel like a Gemini who is wanting to move on may come to an ending with a partner, a creative project, a business, but they're saying continue to remain positive, Gemini, because with the star card energies, as you are making these changes, as you are stepping into a new chapter of your life, wishes will come true. but you've got to get clear about how to leave something behind and do it in an honest, direct way, okay? Which may feel burdening for this Gemini in the first half of January 2019. So I decided to look at the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and the card in the center of the circle spread is spiritual strength. So they're telling this particular Gemini, Spirit is, that we're going to give you the strength to understand what it is that you're anxious about. Do you know that someone's not being truthful? Do you know that a situation isn't completely honest? Have you been honest with yourself about and where you are currently at in your life, okay? In your thoughts position representing the first week or so of January 2019, there is a Gemini here who's saying, I want to have the strength to walk in the highest best good. I don't want to walk in my shadow side where I'm not making the best decisions. Am I making the best decisions? Are others devoted to me, or are they walking in their shadow side? All right, so in the relationship sector, this particular Gemini has their heart wide open, and yet they have anxiety. That's where spiritual strength is coming in, saying, don't be anxious, know what it is you're wishing for, and cut away from what doesn't fulfill you, or who isn't completely honest, who isn't the right one to be working with. Now, in your creative aspects position of the circle spread, Geminis, by the second to third week of January 2019, this Gemini is breaking through on the other side. They know what their wishes are. They're maybe even seeing their wishes come true around maybe the 9th of January 2019. And spirits, they may even recognize, oh my gosh, Spirit gave me the strength to cut away from what was and to step into this new beginning. And now I can plan for the new beginning. Now I can figure out how to sweep away from the path by which I used to walk. So in your actions position, Geminis, it may take from the 3rd into the 4th week of January 2019 for you to really start to stand your ground. You know, again, I'm feeling like somebody's being burdened. They don't know how to go away from a situation, and Spirit's saying the best way to go away from a situation is to get excited about what is yet to come and focus on that. Emotionally, this Gemini has the power energies of the Elder and the Lion. They set their goal, or they recognize their prey, and they conquer everything between where they stand. And they're saying, we're going to give you the strength to do what's in the highest best good of yourself and others, to not walk in your shadow side, to open your heart and break through on the other side, and to yet still stand your ground. Subconsciously, this Gemini is needing to let go of old emotions they've been holding on to. Again, Spirit's giving this Gemini the strength to feel the love in their heart for a situation, for themselves, so that they can let go of an emotional loss, feeling sad or worried, emotional loss tied to the past. Day to day, this Gemini is receiving the energies of patience and planning, patiently planning with spiritual strength to break through into a new path ahead. Amen. So, in the inner strengths position, they're giving this particular Gemini the strength to fight against the energies of temptation. Are you walking in your highest best good, or are you following the energies of temptation? Spirit's trying to give you the strength to stand your ground, either with yourself or someone else, so that you can free yourself from a burden. What is it that you are going after and why? Patiently plan how you can heal and slowly move towards your greater fulfillment, but still stand your ground so you don't carry the burden of feeling dishonest or as though the situation is not honest in some way. So in a 3-card summary to my right with the same Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, we've got the energies of awareness. Spirit saying that this Gemini is going to come into an awareness of what is best for them in the beginning of January 2019. If they take authority over their path and lead their path to the highest best good and stand their ground with others if they have to. Spirit saying it is a time in the first couple weeks of January 2019 for this Gemini to balance out their energies, to sacrifice anything that blocks them from stepping into that beautiful path of blue skies and rainbows. Yeah, this Gemini is wanting recognition and reward, but they're not doing anything to work towards that, to learn more about that. So Spirit's saying if you find yourself discontent and bored, that's when you're also going to find yourself feeling emotional loss. Prosperity begins when you become the author of your path, the new chapter, the new direction in your life, Gemini. In the next, I should say the first couple weeks of January 2019. Yes, there are energies of heartache and loss, but you're going through a spiritual transformation with the energies of the Power card emotionally to set your goals and meet your goals. Spirit's giving you strength and patience to find the light, the answers you've been seeking. Let go of emotional loss and follow your heart to your highest, best good. What are the highest, best decisions for you to make on your own behalf? Because as you make those decisions patiently, as you patiently plan your triumphant success for the future, this process is going to help you, Gemini, to free yourself from the energies of mental conflict. Yep, spiritual advice is saying if you ground yourself, you will find triumph through your achievements, and you will be able to celebrate a solid and contented foundation beneath you. So by mid-January 2019, this particular Gemini may have faced the energies of temptation. They've cut away from anxiety. They've decided to walk in the path of their highest, best good and to use the energies of spiritual strength to stand their ground and not give up until they have accomplished what they set out to do. Spirit's telling this Gemini, if you take the steps patiently towards triumphant success, we will make things move quicker for you. There will be positive movement forward. And for some, love and money will begin to flow again, is what Spirit's saying. But if you're trapped in fear, it's time to move on. It's time to find harmony in your life and to free yourself from the energies of burden. So I'm going to bring in the signs of those whom by which Gemini may be dealing with in the first half of January 2019. Dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels. Sun, moon, or rising, male or female. Yep. So Spirit's giving you the strength right off the bat as soon as you watch this video on into and through the mid-January 2019. Okay, you've got this Seven of Cups here. Get out of the energies of fantasy and patiently plan by using your imagination how you're going to conquer success and how each day you're going to take a step towards that success, how you're going to walk in your highest, best good, how you're going to recognize that maybe in the past you walked in your shadow side, you made incorrect decisions, which brought an ending to a creative or financial path. But now in your relationships with others in the first half of January 2019, Gemini, your heart chakra is lighting up. Spirit's saying, open your heart to all people. Open your heart to the ones who love you, your family, your friends, people from your past. This particular Gemini's heart is open in connection to someone in their past, but there is also emotional sadness there. That's why Spirit's saying to this Gemini energy in the first half of January 2019, don't sit with the Four of Pentacles energies of poverty consciousness. It's time to take that triumphant sword and to break through into a new path by patiently planning day to day how you're going to get there. Take action to stand your ground, even if it's with yourself, and know that the High Priestess is there to guide you in the right direction. to bring you to the truth. For some Geminis, the truth of what this temptation is about. It could be an addiction to a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, substance. They're giving you the power emotionally to figure out what it is you are passionate about and to come together with your passionate goals, ideas, and projects that you are setting up for yourself. Gemini, subconsciously, it's about letting go of old emotions and grounding yourself with the Two of Pentacles. It may be that by the 11th of January, this particular Gemini is being offered two different things, two different journeys, two different paths, two different situations, and Spirit's saying, follow your heart. Be careful of fantasizing about a path. Be clear about how you're using your imagination to manifest a path with your heart wide open as you free yourself from old emotions and the energies of emotional loss. So day to day, the Wheel of Fortune's here to turn in your favor, Gemini, through patience and perseverance. As day to day you take the time to plan, to not sit in the energies of poverty consciousness like you don't have enough, but to instead grab this triumphant sword and stand your ground with yourself, to not fall into temptation of anything that is unhealthy for you. Spirit's giving you the strength to find that new creative financial direction. The truth is there has been fantasy and temptation here. There has not been a lot of reality. And Spirit's trying to guide you to the reality of what it is that maybe this Gemini's been doing to burden themselves. So, new beginnings, new things are on offer if this Gemini takes the steps forward to manifest a new creative or financial path in the first half of January 2019. There is a Gemini who wants badly to go after a passionate connection, but there again is a lot of fantasy here. So they're giving this Gemini spiritual strength to use their creativity to lay down an old path that they've been carrying for a while regarding passion, career, finances, whatever they've been passionate about, and to walk in their highest best good, to free themselves from feeling stuck or like they don't have enough, and to have the strength to patiently plan a direction so that their Wheel of Fortune can start moving forward once again. So oddly enough, this Gemini is being offered the closing message from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. This Shield Yourself prayer. So the prayer for this Gemini, or for all Geminis, representing the first half of January 2019 is: Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle, and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. And then name your situation, their situation. You and your family are protected at this time. Your inner guidance is real, and it's trustworthy. There is a Gemini here who's gone full circle and understood it's time for me to take the steps to come out of feeling poverty conscious and to move my Wheel of Fortune towards a new path, financially, creatively, abundantly, happily, so that I can free myself from the burden of sneaking away, of endings, so that I can plan the next chapter of my life and free myself from how I've gotten myself stuck. All right, so there's a lot of messages in there. If you'd like a personal reading, I am available at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com, and my price list is below. Happy New Year. Take care, and God bless.